Hi, Cozy.
Hi, Comfy. Hi, y'all. You ready to watch a man get interrogated?
Boy howdy, boy am I. Welcome back to Beacon Pines. We have just sort of reverted the timeline a little bit back to the interrogation zone. We're gonna play it real chill, real cool, real bozer about it. Here we go. This man snuck into our house.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake.
Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down?
No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled.
Rollo's here.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Hello.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids capable of hearing a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
No,
Luca
fuck
glanced
you.
over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement?
I'm here to help, of course.
Help with what? What's my gran up to?
If you cut me loose, I can show you.
How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you?
No.
And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming?
Yeah?
So why would I turn my back on your family now?
Because there's jam on the line. It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. I'm bored with names of people from town. An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives.
I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again.
I
to
can't
Rollo and
deliver
Beck.
tied down.
Yeah, I can't talk with my body tied up.
This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the
Oh,
bindings.
you fools, you fools. You idiots.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
3 versus 1. That's a good lad. This all makes sense in
You
time.
backing up.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs.
No,
as he
dude.
spoke.
Uh-oh.
You see, this town has secrets.
I'm perceiving it. It's not imperceptible.
A very dark past indeed.
God, kids.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement,
No.
Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
No.
A past that must be brought to...
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light!
Ah!
Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights.
We got no
It
information
was
this
too
time.
late.
Yeah.
Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Oh
Mr.
no.
Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tied down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Stupid adults.
Play it cool, huh?
Not now, Beck. Uh-oh. Well, that was a short
They
one.
heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation.
Shit.
This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped.
He turned into a frog.
The end.
What do you mean?
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
All right. Well, we'll go back and do it slyly.
Yeah,
this
slyly. That's so funny, though. Chill's just like, nope.
time. Nope. Chill is too chill.
But also, like, there's nothing stopping y'all from just, like, yelling.
Yeah. Well, if Gran's in on it. Well, Gran didn't come home all day. I think is what happened. You know.
They'd run the classic
Wild.
good cop, sly cop
All right.
interrogation.
This should take us somewhere interesting, I think, because we gained the word sly.
Luca
during
and
the
Rollo
last
ducked
tree.
behind
Yeah.
Rollo, leaving Beck to her task.
Ooh, Beck's gonna do it. Ooh.
You want to be
With a few
squirrel
crisp
this time?
snaps,
Yeah.
She roused Mr. Tolliver.
Boop, boop. What? What's going on here? You're that motor wheel girl.
Please, call me back.
Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are.
Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Oh my god, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup.
But she sent a child?
What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid?
I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
Oh my god, this is so sly, dude.
That had to be uncomfortable.
A little, yeah.
But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
I don't really feel like the other two are doing a great job hiding.
No.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true.
So, turns out we're both here to...
Beck twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the whole gala is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be.
No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Hell yeah. I'm sure you can finish this up on your own, or you're sure you can do that?
Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me.
Good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on.
Loose end.
Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets.
That's ominous.
I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical.
What's the password for?
We don't know.
So we have a password and nowhere to put it.
It's gotta mean something, right?
Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control.
That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies. Bye.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Oh, what the hell? You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf.
God damn it!
Rollo.
Rollo, please!
But all he ever sells is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
He's so good.
Yeah. The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he learned a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning.
Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered? Could it be a cover-up?
Maybe if it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore.
Whoa.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore.
I want to go there.
Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers.
They did establish that. It's not just random.
Yeah, well, I guess we know where to go next.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, Nun Creed.
Run,
I guess we didn't learn... Oh.
Uh-oh.
She was the other one.
Yep. You scared me half to death.
Sorry.
You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you?
Nope. No.
He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie.
I'll take that.
I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Why would there be a funeral for him? That's crazy. He's not gonna die. He's not gonna be left in a basement
He's not gonna
murdered.
get frosted over. Like, so many frosted tips. Oh, shittles. You do that one.
You're late, Augustus.
Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work.
Work? You?
I had a few more details to lock down for the festival.
Oh, what did you have to report? Was it this insipid town festival really about?
I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him.
I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends.
Damn.
Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town.
Was.
Excuse me?
This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered us to help us. We accepted that help.
We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground.
That is just a temporary arrangement. Oh, so it's them. Well, I guess we kind of knew that.
Yeah, the glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us.
Miserable pile of secrets.
Yeah. Then this is all inevitably goes wrong. Who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future or be forgotten in the past?
It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always be just a Gus.
All right. Good night, Eris, whatever the hell that means. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow.
Wow, that's crazy.
What are you guys talking about?
It's getting late, children. Okay. Neat.
God, they really didn't care. She's just there.
Yeah.
She's going for it. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. This way.
Do-do-do-do-do.
That whole conversation distracted me. Oh, it's a little kid one.
Yeah, Solomon.
Solomon
Solomon stood
Grundy.
proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon! Is that disgusting black licorice you're holding? Yuck! I hate it! I hate you! We're done talking! Just kidding. Are you looking for... Is Mr. Nutgreen still here?
I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down.
Are you sure, though? Because, like, you could have regular licorice if you wanted. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat, or your goat.
You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection.
Yeah, I know, and I'm judging you pretty hard, Solomon. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Well, I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do.
I always wondered why Mr. Nutgreen kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile.
There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash.
Oh, bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues.
Okay, let's see. No clues that way. Those clues are too far.
What about the phone booth?
There's gotta be answers around here. Yeah! Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing?
Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad.
Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Kren's new drugstore! I mean, underground secrets!
Oh my god.
The password!
Beck flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Oh my god.
Oh. You're going down, dude.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets.
Sounds like that did something.
Great, now what?
I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Oh my
Without
God.
even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The air
A
was
laundry
stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Yeah, right. But there's the broken mask. Was it him?
Oh my god.
No, I knew it.
You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth?
Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real?
Rolla, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
It looks like each of these has something written on them.
Well, let's read. Let's use our reading
Our
skills.
reading face.
This suit has a broken mask. Oh my god.
So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper?
We've at least found their hazmat suit.
If it walks like a nun, Creed, and talks like a nun, Creed.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Just saying.
Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse.
Oh, they're little people shoots.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you almost got snatched?
Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place?
This is starting to feel like something big.
Alright, second tube. Perennial Harvest main office. Oh.
That's where my mom works.
What does she do?
Science stuff.
Is she involved in all of this?
We just moved here. How could she be involved?
True. But you never know. Mining Operations Alpha.
You guys have mines here?
Not that I know of.
This town is all farms and fertilizers.
And a series of tubes.
Just like the internet.
Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold.
Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation.
Your pa says so much shit, Rolo.
That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late.
And then you're fucked. Alright. That's a lot of buttons.
Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh yeah, you're right. They suckin'.
Rollo, what did you do?
Nothing! I didn't even move yet!
Oh, someone's coming.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Hide!
Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back.
Oh my god. Oh, there he is!
Shit.
Shit!
Shit.
Awesome!
You can always count on Rolo, dude.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You all need to come with me now.
We aren't going anywhere with you!
Not until we get some answers.
Mr. Underground Secrets.
I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever.
They who?
That's no matter.
No, tell her that's the most important thing.
If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins.
We don't care about our skins.
Hold on now, I like my skin.
This all stops now, Uncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him,
Who?
Walt.
You don't get to talk about my dad.
You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this.
That's a lie.
It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks.
So were you his sidekick?
No, we were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him.
Yup, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this.
Just scratching his belly. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it.
And my dad said no.
Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then.
Classic sidekick in the villain plotline.
Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes.
Shit.
Is there a point to this sob story? No, really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Uh-oh.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
No!
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What?
You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose.
Juniper!
Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today.
And honestly, hers is way
I
cooler.
don't know about that.
She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
By the shoulders.
Yeah.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy.
I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square.
The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source?
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all.
Oh my god. Go, baby.
Nah.
You all need to run.
Run where?
Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
Woo!
That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right?
Totally.
See you on the other side.
Hell yeah. Woo!
That's crazy.
You good?
Yep.
Go, baby, go.
I'm gonna laugh when she goes in a different tube.
Yeah, right.
I love this town. Alright.
Yeah, Beck kind of rules.
Yeah.
Chapter
cute.
8. The cold, hard truth.
Oh my god.
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Nobody will believe
All
it.
of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
What? Hello?
Yeah, are we in an alternate playthrough?
Woo!
Oh no, okay.
Woo! Where's he?
Yeah. That was...
Intense?
Yeah.
Like camping?
I think I'm at a party with some fluids in there.
Any idea where we are?
Somewhere cold.
Doesn't look like it got any of us.
Oh my god. It doesn't feel like we traveled that far.
So where did it all go?
Rollo.
This place sucks. Why would anyone ever want to blow something up out here?
The only way to find out, only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. We gotta catch him. Ooh, we gotta catch him, baby.
Oh, because this is post-freeze.
This looks familiar.
Yeah, familiar, yeah.
That's all right. Maybe we can clear off the snow.
No time, Nuncreed's getting away. No, yeah, maybe there's like a parallel. Yeah, dude. Whoa. Oh my god, this game. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar.
I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some part of, like some sort of frozen replica of town.
I got it.
It's so obvious now.
Mr. Nuncreed is an alien.
Rollo!
Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures.
Oh boy, here we go.
The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing.
You never really had me, but you very much lost me there.
You get used to it. We should get moving. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's no
As
fountain.
they rounded
Oh
the corner
shit!
to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Maybe I should be Nuncreed at this point.
Yeah.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not gonna solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators.
Gran? What's happening?
Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids.
Oh no.
Desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rolandback held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
Ooh, that's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Ooh. Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets.
Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath.
Ooh.
The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Ooh.
Oh, shut the...
Ooh.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Say it. Oh my god.
And in the stillness...
Well, okay, what are our options? Weep?
Oh,
Just weep.
no.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, Gran.
Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy. remembering why this was all necessary.
Ruh-roh.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't!
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Oh, shadad. But it'll go out the other end, right?
She smiled and
Yeah.
exhaled in relief.
A pipe somewhere.
Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish,
Ruh-roh.
the ground shook her to silence.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think we found the source of all this ice.
She had time to spin around and run to Luca, her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers.
Are we a band?
The end.
What is
Hey, a
it?
little band of meddlers.
Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, sort
we
of.
just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Nice.
For sure. Well, hell yeah. Next time, y'all on Coffee Cozy play.
Yeah, sheesh.
We're gonna just see if we can't,
Well, now we're gonna go through the other side of the tree because I feel like we've explored all the.
No, we've been kind of jamming through, this big branching path.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things on this other side we gotta try and do. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna tackle all that next time, y'all. I hope that the fates don't freeze you all up this day.
Yeah. Throw a torch in a hole, maybe.
Yeah, whatever.